Welcome everyone to another episode of the Aftermath Podcast. Once again, I am your host, Trunks, and I am joined today by a couple of really dope guests. As you guys have been paying attention to our socials, you've had some crazy stuff drop recently. But I'll let my guests introduce themselves. I guess we'll start off with the person to my right.
Is that me?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I'm above, bro. So.
All right, so yeah, I'm Buddha. I'm a creative director, stylist, fashion designer. The list kind of goes on. And I'm from Atlanta. Well, originally I'm from New York, but I've been raised in Atlanta. And yeah.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm Slug. I'm from Atlanta, born in Atlanta. Just me, you can tell. Look at this shit, bro. I stay Atlanta style, everything. I'm a Warzone player, and I'm glad that Michael had recruited me for Aftermath. And that's just the dope thing. And then having all the people that I met, especially for Buddha, man, he's really dope, man. He's really dope. I like his style when it comes to the fashion and stuff, man. We really got some like really dope people in the group, to be honest with you. So it's gonna be real solid.
Yeah, really looking forward to everything that everyone has cooking. Like, I guess because it's the first time we're meeting, like for Buddha and you guys, like, you know, really deep into hip hop, especially coming out from New York and everything. I've been breakdancing or breaking for like 10 years, so I grew up in like that culture.
Okay.
So it's really cool to be like, yo, my org's kind of taking like a hip hop approach.
Yeah.
Because I've been
in New York now. They got this thing called flexing, where it's kind of like pop locking in a sense, but the movements are a little bit more slow now. But that's the new dance culture in New York now.
Yeah. I've been like super MIA the last year and a bit, like since setting up the foundation, just because I've been trying to help organize the Team Canada for the Olympics coming up in 2024 here. So it's really come like full circle in the last, 50 years or whatever since hip hop started.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can't dance. Last time I danced, bro, I was like fucking. I'm sorry. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to? Okay,
yeah,
cool. I
sure.
just want, you said be chill. So like the last time I danced, bro, was like I was like 8 or 7, like 9 years old. You know, NSYNC was like the biggest thing, and there's something about Filipinos and NSYNC that just had to collide together. So I had like my hair dyed like Justin Timberlake, had the curls and everything. Shoot, it was fun, man. That's the last time I did something like that. But you say you doing stuff for the Olympics? That's big, bro.
Yeah, I'm not dancing or anything, but I'm just helping organize. So it's like a cool opportunity to have. They're flying like a few people out to Paris to kind of be support staff for Team Canada. So I'm trying to like do a lot so I can get that ticket.
That's fine.
As long as you there doing your thing, bro, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. Aside from like, you know, myself, like what have you guys been up to the last little bit? I know Buddha, you've been busy with like the merch stuff. Slug, you know, grinding out that content. Is there anything else that you guys been up to? Like anything fun, hip hop related, maybe?
For me, I also do like my own line, as well as I write poetry. So like for me, as of lately, I've been doing like these things for Instagram where like, I don't know if you see like those little videos where like it'll be like motivational quotes almost.
Oh yeah.
And they'll be over like nice scenery and stuff like that. So like I recently started like an Instagram for that. So like I'll write poems and put them over music, like because I also make beats too. So like I'll make beats and then put them over like poetry and then put it over a video and then put it on Instagram. It's been going pretty good. I've been getting a lot of views on it. So just trying to get to that point to where I can monetize it, you know, start making money off of it.
Oh hell yeah. You know what you should do? I'm on TikTok a lot, and I always see a lot of like gaming TikToks, obviously for various reasons.
Right.
But I've been noticing a lot of people have been taking like those quotes and stuff and like music and just putting it over gameplay.
Yep.
You should get our creators to start pumping out your shit.
Hey, that actually might be a good idea. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Or yeah, I mean, since you told me that you make beats, bro, I definitely need to link up with you because I don't think Michael told you, but like I was also like a rapper, and I was also doing like metal stuff back in the day. Which right now I'm trying to write stuff for my well, he's my ex-guitarist, but he's my homeboy, and I play Warzone with him too.
Okay.
But we're trying to like write some new material and stuff. So I'm working on the metal, and then with my other homeboy, he goes by Hollis Mason. He's a bar specialist. So like we've been talking about writing an album for like the longest. I got stuff out now, but it's like I've been sitting on the old, like, I don't know, it's not really old because nobody heard it yet, but like I just been sitting on material for a while, only because the Mac is kind of like going through some issues. But yeah, that's dope.
I mean, we could be our toughest critics, and like you said, you know, to you it's old, but to the world it'll be new. You get what I'm saying? I feel like for me, like I feel like that's what hinders us a lot of the times from just dropping content, is not really feeling like it's up to par with today's time, maybe because we sat on it for so long. But I feel like just giving ourselves that creative freedom to just be able to release it and not really worry about, you know, the speculations on it. I feel like that's the kind of the way we should.
Yeah, that's how I've always been. Cause it's like I was in a group of 3, and when I look at my other homeboys, it's like shit, man. I try to keep up with them, but then then I kind of like got over the hump of like, okay, this is my lane, so I'm gonna just stick with this type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like I started becoming more confident in my own work instead of just trying to compare myself to this other rapper or that other guy. You know what I'm saying? Or what if my punchlines don't hit like his, or what if this punchline don't hit as hard as the last one did? You know, I just got over that stuff. So like, and this is consistency, bro. Because I mean, like, the more that you do it, the better you gonna get.
Yeah, you gotta give yourself room to grow. You know.
Yeah, weird. And you know, with that too, like we talk about a lot about how, like two worlds, you know, like, or you're like your own like stuff, and you keep it back. I find that, you know, a lot of, especially in North America, because we're like a big melting pot of cultures, that a lot of influences from different areas were going to affect, like when you think, when like 50, like I don't know, not even like 50 years ago, but like 10 years ago, when you think of a gamer, about a guy in a button up with glasses and, you know, braces and shit.
Yeah.
But now like gamers are, I would argue, are getting up there in the terms of like, there's some good looking dudes that are playing games, man, and they're like, their fits are super fresh. I don't know if you guys know, I'm really big into Valorant, obviously, so I know that scene the best, but there was a player that, Marv, you guys know Marv?
Yes, I gambled on him before.
Dude, his fit coming out for one of the VCTs was so fresh. There was like pictures, like professional pictures of stuff, like paparazzi style photos of him coming out with like this hoodie from Optic, and I was like, yo, it is nice.
Yeah, I really love how now more of like the gaming community is kind of mixing or meshing with more of like street fashion. I feel like how edgy gamers are becoming kind of just goes hand in hand with where, you know, street fashion kind of just goes. Edgy feel, and I feel like a lot of gamers are starting to grasp that concept. So.
Because I feel like it's like I've been like this my whole life, but it's like I guess now people are starting to see us more as like, you know what I'm saying, like even though we are gamers, we actually take a lot of time into what we doing. Like some people, the casual person is gonna be like, you know, I'm just getting off work, or like, oh, I don't have enough time to play the game type stuff. And then for us, it's like, we just us. So now that the world is seeing that, oh, we got swag too. So shit, you know, like now people are like, oh, let's invest more time in watching these gamers and stuff. Like if you look at swag, bro, like, or like Nick Merce ain't got no swag, but like creators like swag, or Devo, one of Lil Durk's boys, you know, streamers like that, bro. And then you start seeing more and more and more. So it's like, it's dope to see, bro.
Yeah. And I don't know, this is wild. I don't know if you guys ever heard about this, but when I was growing up, there were like girls that I used to know where it's become like a thing. I don't know if you heard of elo digging. Like if you're like a high skill in a game, like girls are like crazy for that.
Okay.
And this girl I used to know, like she was really good looking, right? And I'm not gonna say the pro's name, but there's this pro who she really liked, and I thought he was like the most mid-looking guy ever. But because she was a pro, she was like, oh, I would let him do anything to me, and I was like, holy shit, what the heck?
It's like,
and now the fact that
it's like being in high school and being a football jock. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's crazy, right?
Now that all these like people are becoming like, it's becoming an industry. People are becoming like celebrities, and there's a lot more care into, you know, what you're wearing when you're out in public and stuff. It's really going to change, I guess, the landscape of what, you know, people are expecting when you say, oh, he's a gamer.
Yeah.
You know, and I think with that too, I don't know if you guys know, but we just came out with a merch line for those listening. Fucking sick. You should check it out on our website, aftermathesports.com.
Go get it.
We had Buddha here kind of put that together, and Buddha, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but kind of like talking about how that merch line came together, like the story behind it.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that?
So like for me, when it came to, you know, designing the merch for the drop, I wanted it to be something that was not too far-fetched as far as deep within the street fashion community, but more so like a mesh, more so like a median, to where, like, you know, you could wear it in different occasions. Like, you don't necessarily have to wear it to game. You don't necessarily have to wear it to a party. You don't necessarily have to wear it to bed. It has multiple different uses for it, but still giving that edgy feel, that sports kind of feel, all meshed into one. So when you do look at the pieces, you'll see, like, you know, different things pulling from different areas, like what I just said, like, you know, your typical gamer that just wants to have loungewear, or your typical gamer that may want to just be cozy while being out, you know what I'm saying, but still be stylish, or, you know what I'm saying, just relaxing while in the house. You know, it fits multiple different, you know, areas. So when designing it, I just wanted to keep that in mind, so that way we're not limiting people or making people feel like, oh, well, I'm not cool enough to wear that, you know. And yeah, that was kind of where I wanted to go with it. So that's nice. When you look at it, you'll notice those different things about it.
Yeah, and it's called Fragments, right? Where did that come from?
So Fragments, for me, it was an idea of, okay, so when you think about Aftermath, you think about maybe like an explosion or something, or like, you know, something being destroyed, or like maybe like, for example, when they tear down the building, the aftermath of the building being torn down, there's a whole bunch of building pieces just everywhere. So for me, Fragments was, okay, cool. They had a brand, you know, Aftermath, which did have clothing before I came into, you know, the community. And he kind of just wanted to rebuild that. So it was the blow up of what the merch used to be. The fragments were left on the ground, and here we are picking them up and putting them back together. So I kept certain aspects of the collection in that, but also meshing what I felt like the collection should be. So that's where Fragments kind of came about.
Nice. That's freaking sick. Actually, that's the first time I'm hearing that, so I really dig that. That's really cool.
That shit is catchy, bro. Fragments. You got them fragments, bro? Yeah, I got that shit right here on me.
You're right, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the gaming community too, you know? Like frags, when you throw out a frag on Warzone.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yo, you see what I'm saying?
I don't know if Michael is taking notes, but can we have him write that down? Can we put that on like a logo or something?
That's $1 million slogan right there.
That's good. That's really good.
I need about $5 share, bro.
Dude, okay.
I'm that bitch on Robinhood.
I usually do a lot of like the updates for our website, and I need to do an update for our shop.
Okay.
If I could get that slogan written down, I'm gonna put that on a banner, and I'm gonna put that right on top of our shop. Because right now I think we're using our default banner, and I think that would be fresh.
Definitely.
To put that up there.
Yeah.
I agree.
But like with that, we had so many dope pieces coming. Like, how many are there?
So in total, there's 2 hats. There's a pair of sweatpants, a pair of shorts. So that's 4. There's a shirt and 2 jackets. So that's 3, 4, 5, 7 pieces. Nice.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
And was it like pretty difficult to get everything together? I know we had a photo shoot for it recently, and Slug, you were in it.
Yeah.
How was it?
I think they forgot how swole I was. I was busting through that shirt, bro. I was like, golly.
You know what?
Them shorts came up to my damn near my glutes, bro. I was like, whoa, bro. But it was comfortable though. It was like mad comfortable. I really like the sweats though. For sure, I really like the sweats.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. I was gonna say, you know, we had like, so it was kind of like a ballpark guess of like what size to get, because we didn't want to get like a 2X or something, and then like the model's like how can you say, drowning in the shirt, you know what I mean? So I was like, what's the most universal sizes I can get, and it was just like large and the small.
Yeah, fair. You know, a lot of people wear oversized tees too, but I get what you're saying.
You know what's crazy, bro? We were going to actually do an oversized tee for the collection, which we may even end up doing as a little secret piece or something like that one of these days. But we were going to do an oversized fit tee because me personally, I wear oversized tees. So, I'm always for the oversized tee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Slug, I think I had a look at the photos when they came out, and you look good.
Yeah,
like
I appreciate
the shirt
that.
was tight, but I think having a tight looking shirt on someone with like a built body is really good.
Yeah, it gives it more, and also too, it gives it more of an athletic feel, and I feel like sports is, if you think about it, it's just gaming sports and athletic. So, in a sense,
I try my best to be on my I don't even know what model out there is to do, but I try to be my best, bro. It had me like holding the power drill in the most awkward position. I was like, shit, I'm trying, but hey, that was a dope experience. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I did like a few photo shoots before for like dance and stuff, and you think you just do your regular stuff, you stand there, but no, man, you're like doing this, and then like tilting your head, like your arms like 45 degrees, and then they take the photo, and you're like, this is gonna look really dumb, but it comes out like looking really, really good, fucking cool. So
while doing it, you're like, bro, I don't know what's going on, but then once you see the finished product, you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Do you guys remember those high school photos? I don't know if you guys took them, but like they had like turn your head and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, this feels weird.
Called a lifetime life portraits. What are those things called?
That was
awkward. With like the 7 pieces that we have in the collection, let's talk about this. What's everyone's favorite?
Well, for me, my favorite would have to be either the sweat. It's so hard. It's such a hard decision because I feel like every piece kind of serves its purpose in a sense. So it just depends on what you have going on and what you want to do. But for me, if I had to pick, I couldn't pick one. If I could pick 2, I would say the shorts and the reflective jacket. And the sweatpants.
I was gonna say the same thing. Sweat. I never even tried the jacket. I already know that shit fire, but definitely the shorts. Definitely the shorts. Some things was snug, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna have to dish out some cash, man. Fuck. I was telling Carmi that he needs to put a tracksuit together because I break in tracksuits.
Yeah.
And I think an Aftermath tracksuit at like a breaking event.
You know what's crazy?
I'm gonna rep it
hard. And this is kind of skipping ahead a little bit, but we actually do have something in the works that's involved in one. So.
I don't want to say nothing, but my influence, If Carmi or Michael brought it up, it's because I planted the seed.
Yeah, we have something real special with the mesh of Canada and Atlanta, and that's all I'll really say about it right now.
Okay. Well, you gotta follow us on the socials for the updates then, right?
Yeah.
Well, who's watching? Hit that noti bell. I heard that. Hit that noti bell.
With like the reflective jacket and the windbreaker, how did you land on that design? Like, what made you decide to go that route?
So just thinking about Aftermath, and just all the things that come to mind. Like, so for me, like, I'm real big on building worlds. Like, when it came to my brand, I wanted to build a world around my brand, so that way it's not just looked at as a design on a t-shirt or like something that was made in a mom and pop shop. Like, I want you to feel whatever it is that I want you to feel about my collection. So when it came to Aftermath, like, I wanted to build that world around Aftermath within the clothing. So like for the reflective jacket, I just thought about sirens, or I thought about firefighters, how like they'll have like that 3M lining along their gear, or like ambulance people, or like reflectives that's on the back of an ambulance truck or anything like that. That's what came into my mind. So when it came to coming up with the reflective jacket, I figured that putting that Aftermath logo on a reflective jacket, and then when the light hits it, how it reflects the logo, I felt like it would be the coolest thing ever. And once we had the finished product and I seen it, I was like, yeah, nah, this is definitely cool.
Nice. Would you say that if I use one of those in like a breaking competition, I was like sliding around the floor and stuff, it's pretty good?
Yeah, I think it's durable for that. I think it fits. Yeah.
All right, word. I'm gonna have to get me one of those.
Them bitches for the fall time. Yeah, he's right around the corner too.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Right. And also too, you can use it while you're riding a bike, and you won't get hit.
Especially in this city, bro. Oh my god, bro. I be near Riverdale, man. When I tell you there was like 3 accidents when I got out of work in the same spot, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And this is broad daylight. I couldn't imagine at night, so
Yeah, people don't know how to drive. I don't know how they got their licenses.
Dude, I feel like it doesn't matter what city you're in, man. Nobody knows how to freaking drive.
Nope.
I don't know. Atlanta feel like they trying to break records, bro.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I don't know. I hope it doesn't sound racist, but
No.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people that moved here, like, there was this thing like back in the early 2000s. People were like buying their license, like it was, and they're still like driving. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna say what country from, but you know, if you think about Vancouver, you probably know what I'm
I
talking
know
about.
what you're saying.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I've never been to Canada yet, but I aim to be there soon. I was telling Carmi that, you know, I'm gonna have to come out there so that way we can get some shoots in and I can do the creative direction.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have a strong group of girls here that do content, so and I think they'd like love to do more shoots because Little Ma did one for us a little while ago and did an amazing job. So
Yep. And like I told Carmi, I said, hey man, listen, I'm always a call away. Just let me know.
oh yeah, well, you have to invest in some money to fly you out soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with that as well, like for those of you that don't know Buddha's history, I don't know how much you want to share, but like your history in clothing and fashion, like what does that look like?
So for me, it all started back in 2010. And me and a couple of my homies, we started a clothing company because we used to skateboard. It was called Fly Pete, which Pete was an acronym for plausible, exotic, acme, and tawdry, which pretty much just means just being you at your highest peak. You know what I'm saying? Just being you, standing out, and not being sorry for being yourself. So long story short, we started out with that. I was helping design everything, and helping with the logos, getting the logos done. One of my uncles, he was a graphic designer, so I was able to talk with him and go through designs and come up with ideas. Fast forward a little bit later, another one of my homies, which he was the same one that was also in that skateboard group. He didn't skateboard, but he was like, because we were actually called Team Flight, and within that we had music and we had skateboard. So we were kind of like Pharrell or like Ice Cream, Team Ice Cream. I don't know if you're familiar with Team Ice Cream, but Pharrell had a skate company called Team Ice Cream, and we were kind of equivalent to that. That was who we kind of just got the idea from and kind of ran with it. But anyways, long story short, one of my friends, his name, y'all may know him as Black, 6LACK. He got a record deal, started going on the road. I was able to pitch him a couple of ideas for his merch, which then also brought into like my own clothing company, which is called Impel. Started doing that, started selling things, started doing limited edition pieces. So for me, I was kind of like a Dapper Dan in a sense. I just did not reconstruction for like exotic clothing or like high-end fashion, I should say, like Gucci and stuff. I wasn't reconstructing that, but I was kind of like going to thrift stores and finding random pieces that kind of were like statement pieces for me, and I would just remix them. So I would like reconstruct them. I would upcycle, if you would. And people just started to love it, and I just was selling those back to back. And I got to a point to where I was like, you know, I'm happy with where I've gotten, but now I just want to take things to the higher level as far as manufacturing. So I kind of took a little break from it because for me now, I don't want to be the face of the company. I want to be able to sell my company and also just be able to be the brains behind it. So that's why I've been taking a break from it.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for sharing. That's freaking sick. I definitely heard up the grapevine somewhere that you had worked with Black, and huge fan of his stuff.
That's my day one homie, man. We grew up together, you know.
That's sick.
Yep.
That's what's up. You took me back with the ice cream team.
Yeah, man. That's really what started everything for me and everybody that was around. Just them and the statement that they made. We were like the first kids where I was living at to wear skinny jeans, and like everybody was like, "Bro, why y'all got on the tight pants, bro?" And it was like the ones from like Hot Topic, like they had like the checkerboards and like
Uh,
prints and stuff on them, you know, and everybody's like, bro, what's going on with y'all? And we're like, bro, this is
yeah,
bad.
trust me, I went through all that when I went through my scene phase, where I was listening to like the little poppier versions of metal bands. I was wearing like the t-shirts with like the designs on them and stuff, the Vans or the Toms.
Yep.
I know everybody remember Tom, so
Yep.
yeah, I definitely know where you coming from with that.
Yep. So yeah, that's where it started for us.
That's what's
Nice.
up.
And like Slug, as like our new creator, what is it like joining Aftermath, and you know what's a little bit of like your background in gaming and coming into the org here?
So how my journey was for this, I just know that a lot of like hard work paid off, a lot of time. Gaming for me at one point was like an escape, because back in 2019 I lost my father from cancer, and I kind of like was just trying to find a sense of direction, kind of going through a lot of grieving and stuff. And over some time, I was just, one thing I did pick up when Modern Warfare 2019 came out, I was just playing it almost every day, like literally nonstop. And I was playing it with my homie Q from my job, and I mean, shoot, I'll be playing it every day. Then there was a point where I started watching like other creators play, and I just felt like I was just so inferior, because I started playing against people who were actually like, you know, putting the real time. So I kind of took my time just like practicing nonstop. Like all I did was just grind every day, trying to be like the best I could be. And still to this day, I'm still trying to do that. So we lost Buddha.
Oh, I'll give him a second to come back. But
You want me to keep going?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So went through a lot of things in my life, like since 2019. And when I first started playing Warzone, I had no idea. I didn't know nothing about no battle royales. The only thing I knew was Fortnite, right?
Mhm.
And I really didn't like it at all, because I'm like, dang, that's all I got was one life. Because I was so confused. I'm so used to like small map style games, you know, like more sandbox style games. So that was kind of new for me. And then after some time, I started understanding it. I mean, a lot of YouTube videos. I caught on quick though, because I mean, I played Call of Duty since shit, I was like in my 8th grade year in middle school, or not up to like 9th grade. Because I mean, I've been playing Call of Duty forever. And my mom, I never told my dad I was playing like more like mature games and stuff. But I mean, I just got addicted to first person shooters. So it was like riding a bike again.
Yeah.
Type shit. So once I started playing that, man, I mean, now you see where I'm at now, like being a part of Aftermath, and then seeing all the different types of people, and then the fact that Michael was like, oh, these guys are in Canada. I'm like, huh? Canada? Who you know that's in Canada? You know what I'm saying? That's why me and him went to film and design school out in Clayton State. And I ain't gonna lie, I did my thing a little bit, but I still like, I mean, I still get the grasp of like filming and editing and stuff. But I just did that just so I could show my dad, like, I at least did something. Because, you know, after college, I kind of like, college wasn't for me. I mean, it isn't really for anybody, to be honest. If you're like really having a different direction in life, like so if you want to do college, that's cool. Like, I would say go all in. If you want to be a lawyer, you want to be an engineer, anything, then cool, do that, you know. But it just wasn't for me. And I wanted to play sports. Like, I wanted to play baseball so bad professionally, but just injuries kind of hindered me in the process. So that's when I started picking back up with gaming and stuff. And that's
Well, we're super happy to have you, and condolences for your loss. That's always tough.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. You know, and with that too, I believe both of you guys play Warzone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you both stream Warzone pretty actively. What has that been like? What do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about it? I always hear complaints, you know, mixed opinions. What are your thoughts on the game right now?
That game is so ass right now, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, every match I get in, I don't know, like, and people who are watching don't hate me, but I invested in ExpressVPN. It's still nothing different. Like, I get packet loss every match, and then when I did take it off, I don't have it. But it's like I'm getting like mixed, like I'll get high variation or something like that, or it'd be some other crazy stuff, bro. But I mean, they took a big step back. I could rant about this all day. Warzone 1 was probably the greatest thing that they've put out so far. The fact that they catered to more casual people, I get it, because there's a bigger base, like people who are actually investing money in it. But I felt like with the whole ranking system that they have now, they should have separated that. Or honestly, when they dropped DMZ, they should have had that as a whole different game, and then have Warzone as its own game. Like giving us Al Mazrah now, the new map should have been on Warzone 1. They should have just gave us a new map, because Caldera was horrible. It didn't start getting good to like the end of the whole charade, because we didn't have like the map was too big. It was super slow paced, like especially for players like me that want to keep pushing teams of 4 by myself or with my team. You know, I'm just trying, like, it's just a lot of things that they should have just kept and not changed. Now that they're trying to say, oh, we're giving like better movement. No, dolphin diving is useless. You can't shoot while sliding. I mean, like, it's just crazy. And then you pretty much, if you're trying to, you know, quad kill, you trying to solo quad, you're pretty much screwed. Like, once you get that third guy and you run out of ammo, there's no like way of escaping. You're just standing there taking all the shots in the back like Ricky, and then that's pretty much a wrap. Like, but they said that the next Warzone should have slide canceling. I don't know. That's what Metaphor said on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm hoping they give us something better than this.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something that's playable.
I played a bit of like MW2 and like a bit of Warzone with my homies, just because it was what they wanted to do, and I like, obviously, like I said, I'm like a big Valorant player, so it was kind of like a very big difference between the games. And I grew up since I was like 10 playing Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. Like, I haven't enjoyed playing on Call of Duty games since those games were out.
Yeah, I would say for me, my favorite Call of Duty was Black Ops. When we had construction and we could fly, and they had hot and heavy and all that stuff, that was probably my favorite Warzone. I did hear through the grapevine somewhere that in the patch notes that for this new season, you can slide and shoot now. So I'm happy about that a little bit. For me, it's not all the way bad, but I do understand what he was saying in regards to, those things that are kind of like a hindrance to being able to escape or to be able to, just maneuver. And now they even made it to where like you take more bullets. You know what I'm saying? So like if you are trying to do a solo quad, it's like you're running through 3 clips just to kill one guy. You get what I'm saying? And then by the time you're reloading, they're on you. So
exactly, because the TTK is way too high.
Yeah,
that's really the reason why. Because like there's like the attachment system kind of like screwed up the whole thing. So like a lot of guns don't have any recoil. So you can have John, who just got off his 12-hour shift at construction, sit in that corner and you can't see anything. The color is really freaking bad. And then he just sits in that corner for the entire match. You could be on a burner. He's the one that just ruins it for you that entire game. And there's no way to regain. That's the type of stuff that be going on. Yeah. That game. But I mean, I'm not saying like I won't play it because of that. I just feel, because honestly, I'll play anything else, but it's Call of Duty. That's my passion, man. End of the day.
Yeah. And I heard that you're trying to qualify for the World Series of Warzone, Slug. Yeah.
So my team, honestly, the only reason why my team wasn't able to qualify, we didn't really get the time to like gel and mesh because of like time conflicting schedules. My boy Full Send, he was in the process of moving into his new home, so he didn't have much time to like really like sit down and like grind the stuff out. And I know K13, he's getting more into it, the whole thing. Like he just invested in a scuff controller, so he's starting to see the dynamic difference of playing the game, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, like if we took more time, and especially for like next year, like I know they have one every year for every Warzone now, so like I'm just gonna take the time to like sit there and pretty much be like Tom Brady and just do my film the entire time, Yeah.
TikTok.
With like, aside from competitive, do you have anything else planned for, content?
So I just recently, they posted in the Discord talking about, like a little content creation meeting. So tomorrow I'm supposed to be doing something with Luma and Rini, I think that's her name is. So we're gonna like pretty much. I'm gonna play Valorant with them because I'm super trash with mouse and keyboard. Like my aim is horrible, but I'm gonna try it.
No, you got this.
And then it's gonna be vice versa. They're gonna play Warzone with me. So just because they haven't played it, so it's kind of like we're both trying each other game out and stuff.
Yeah, word. And that's tomorrow. That would be August the 3rd.
Yes.
3rd? Word.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to be streaming it around like 7 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time.
Yeah, well, that'd be super exciting. Yeah, collaborating with other creators, especially a lot of people here. I know they're really into like collaborating and stuff. So hopefully it'll be a good time. I'll make sure to tune in and see how you're doing.
So, shoot, come and join in, Buddha. Shit, I'm gonna be on tomorrow.
Hey, I don't know about the Valorant, but I'll definitely be there for the Warzone.
Word. All right, just you got my number, bro.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
But you gotta hop on Valorant because we used to do these like Valorant 10-mans anymore because like Valorant's one of the few games that everyone's pretty easy to get into and you can host like big lobbies full of people to play. And we used to do like these org nights all the time.
I just don't want to sell anybody. That's it.
I already know. I'm gonna be a whole bot. I'm gonna sit in that corner. Just don't walk around it, bro. My left finger go like, you dead, bro.
Yeah, I just don't want to sell nobody.
No, we're all good friends here. Is there anything else you guys are playing? I mean, like Warzone. We're gonna be trying out some Valorant soon.
For me, you talking about him?
Any of you guys, both of you guys. Yeah. Oh. Anything else?
Well, for me, other than Warzone, I play 2K.
Okay, nice.
Oh my god, man! I put that junk down 5 years ago. That junk has been the same game, especially Madden, bro. And then they added that BS with Patrick Mahomes throwing that bitch on the side. I was like, bro, no. I played that shit with my homeboy yesterday. I was like, man, no, I'm not playing this. I used to play Madden competitively though, like with the head-to-heads. And then I just dropped that junk, man. It got too cheesy with the same you run the same 5 plays with the Chiefs, the Seahawks, or any mobile QB.
Yeah, I can't lie. When it comes to Madden and 2K, we've been getting the same game for about 4 years now.
But I heard my park was pretty fire though.
It is. It's and that's the only thing I play. I don't play like online against people like as far as like a regular team. It's like me and my homies. We all got our players. We all go to the rec. And we go play other teams of 5. Like, that's what I like to do.
Word. You know what'll never be the same though? Hip hop. We can always rely on hip hop to ever be evolving. You know what I'm saying?
I could go all day with that, man. People be hating on my takes, man. I mean, obviously saying some controversial shit, but I mean, I don't know. I be trying to get other people's opinions on it too. I want to hear y'all's first.
Well, as like a b-boy, like kind of there, like the culture that I'm in, like a lot of my teachers, luckily like a lot of the OGs of like breaking and hip hop are still alive, so a lot of the lessons that they have like passed down. And I feel like as I don't consume hip hop like through mainstream and I actually get it more from the source, I learn a lot more from like how it started and stuff, like even like the simple things like the 4 elements, or I guess it's 5 now, but 5 elements of hip hop. Like a lot of people don't know those things, and it's like I like the music and I like where some of it goes, but then some of the people that are in it, it's like, y'all are fucking whack.
Yeah,
I agree.
The mainstream really is like, it's, I mean, I respect the grind that they go through. Like, have people around me, like, as you say, your boy Black got big. I appreciate dudes like that, but like, I had a homeboy who works for QC. He made that song, Bitch You Guessed It. And then like, that shit blew up. It's more so like it's too many like one hit wonder effects, and like with hip hop, I can't even really call it hip hop because hip hop is not hip hop anymore. If you're thinking of hip hop, you're talking about people like Earl Sweatshirt or Griselda, Mac Homie, more people who are still like creating an original sound when it comes to rapping. Mm-hmm. But rap now is more like it's just more like pop culture. Like when you hear the Migos, they're like a blend of both. Or when you hear Travis Scott, all he is just a dude who got really good ad-libs on a good beat. There's too many of them like that. And now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good Travis Scott songs out there, but like it's a domino effect because you be having like Lil Pump, you got Yeet, you got a little everything, to be honest. You can hear the dynamic change of like rap.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I feel like rap now more so is more of like melodic hip hop. It's not really as lyrical and as dry cut as it used to be. And I feel like, just like we said, with evolving and different people coming in bringing different aspects and different flows and different sounds. Really, I feel like when it really made that change was when like T-Pain came in with the auto tune. I mean, of course, he's not a rapper, but like when he came in with the auto tune, I feel like a lot of rappers took on to the auto tune feel. And then even further on along that, like when Drake came in, you know what I'm saying, and he mixed singing and rapping, it kind of was like, okay, that was the gap bridge for like a new style of hip hop, a new style of rap, you know what I'm saying?
And just because you rap, I don't think you can call yourself hip hop. Like some of the songs, when I categorize my stuff, they could be rapping it, but I'm categorizing it as R&B, man. That's not hip hop.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah, I respect the art, but like I came from a background of listening to Nas, AR Ab, you name it, man.
OG Boom Bap, man.
Yeah, of course, bro. How don't you know about OG, bro?
Man, 5 elements of hip hop. You got graffiti, your MC, your DJ, your breaking.
Exactly.
And you can't have none of that without boom bap. So
exactly.
So where your elements at? Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think with any culture that grows, you have your original, and then you're gonna have its branches, and you can call it hip hop. But at the end of the day, you're doing hip hop R&B, you're doing hip hop pop. Yep. That's not OG hip hop. You can't call yourself someone in the life.
I feel like J. Cole is probably original hip hop. I mean, he does have some melodic stuff too that he does, but you can consider him hip hop.
Yeah, and I mean, like a lot of the current rappers right now, like I really big respects to Logic. I don't even know if Eminem does anything anymore. Feels like he's made his money in dips, but there's this Korean rapper that especially in like countries and cultures that are like not close to the States, sometimes I feel like they kind of lose what it means to be hip hop too in a lot of their music. But there's this Korean rapper that I really like to listen to. His name's BY, and he's the only rapper in like an Asian country that I've heard pay respects to hip hop coming out of New York. Like he took the time out of his concert and he was like, "Hey guys, I just want to acknowledge something that I noticed a lot of people haven't done. But can we like pay respects to those guys out of New York for bringing hip hop and making it worldwide?" And I was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard a Korean person say.
Yeah, paying homage is definitely a lost art, especially in the hip hop community.
For sure. For sure.
And I mean, like, man, some of these K-pop rappers, man, holy shit. I don't know if you guys listen to K-pop, but they're trying to like throw rap into like every single one of their songs, and I'm like, you're just ruining the song by trying to rap. You need to stop.
It's the same thing in the Philippines, but you know what? I mean, they trying though. Like they respect the American culture, and they just trying to like, you know what I'm saying? It might sound cringy. It might sound like a 14-year-old or like a 12-year-old girl trying to spit like a good 16, but I mean. Cause like in the Philippines, bro, like this is the same thing. I'll try to make it quick, but like in the Philippines, it's the same thing. We have like the P-pop groups. I guess that's what we call it. I don't know what the term is, but like they be doing the dancing, the singing, and all this other stuff, man. It's just cool to watch. I mean, at the end of the day, for out of the whole type of spectrum, man, you just gotta respect the art because it does take time to like actually put that all together in cohesion. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Well, I think it's time to wrap up here. So thank you guys again, like so much for joining me today on this podcast. It was great to talk to you guys and great to meet you guys.
For sure.
Why don't we have you guys plug your socials? Slug, where can people find you?
You can find me at Move Like Slug on everything else. I can't get it on Twitter, or I'm sorry, on X. I'm not gonna throw it up, but on Twitter. It's Slug Talk, so it's my name, Slug with 2 G's and Talk with 2 K's.
And that's Move Like Slug with 2 G's as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What you Buddha?
For me on Instagram, you can find me at p.s.withlove.always. PS with love always.
Nice. That's a really nice handle.
Yeah, real talk.
It kind of caters to my poetic side.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, got Fragments and PS Love. Wait, you need to name my album, bro.
Buddha's about to elevate the level of swag in Aftermath for sure.
I got you, man.
So,
And then for those of you listening, you know where you can find us with at Aftermath here, www.com. I just went www.com. www.aftermathesports.com. Twitter, AME Socials. Instagram, also AME Socials. We also got TikTok and YouTube, Aftermath Esports. And then make sure you guys are checking out our website, man. The merch just dropped. Super fresh. We have a nice little shop button now. You know, we're not using anybody else. We got our own shop. You got to check that out.
Go get that, man. While supplies last.
While supplies last, limited.
A lot of people are ordering, so y'all go get that.
Yo, Buddha, think you can put aside one of those windbreakers for me?
Real talk. Don't
Right, again, thank you, guys, once again for joining me, and thank you to everyone listening. Make sure you. My mind is blanking right now. It's like toward the end of the podcast, I'm done. But make sure you guys check us out on your podcast, YouTube, wherever you're watching this show. Spotify podcast, Apple Podcasts. What else is there? iHeartRadio Canada is apparently a thing if you're Canadian. Cool.
Yeah. What you supposed to say? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to them. I'm just playing, bro.
No, do it. Let's hear a slug. You throw it in.
Saying, make sure you like, make sure you hit that noti button. Make sure you do anything. Just make sure you outside our house, just waiting for us to just get out the house.
Not mine.
Yeah, maybe Carby's. We'll drop Carby's ARP Jess.
Don't do that in Atlanta.
Yeah, you don't want no bright flashing lights. I'm not gonna say nothing else after that.
Hey, you guys want to, before we wrap up, you guys want to hear a joke?
What's up?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a computer and an American?
It has a type.
An American doesn't have troubleshooting.
Oh my god.
All right, let's end it here. Stop the recording.